Okay, guys. This week for language, we're going to talk about commonly or frequently confused words. And these can be super easy, but this is something that you need to think about in your writing too, because a lot of people have these words not used correctly in their writing. Okay, so some words sound alike but have very different meanings. It is important to learn the difference between these words that are frequently confused with each other. Okay, here's the first set. There, and there. So they all sound the same. There. Okay. But this first there, THERE, means in that place or the opposite of here. So it's talking about somewhere. Okay. So you're going to use THERE if you're talking about or telling somebody to look over there. THEIR shows that something belongs to them. So, for example, their flags, you would use THEIR there. And then THEY apostrophe RE, there, it is a contraction of they are. So it's the same thing as they are. Here is a fun way that I remember that. See if it'll. Okay, so TH. Okay, so THERE talks about like a direction, so over there. So I think of that R in there as an arrow pointing to over there, THERE. Okay, then there's THEIR. Talks about their things. So somebody, it belongs to somebody, their chair, their clothes. Okay, and then THEY apostrophe RE is the same thing as they are. Okay, so that's how I kind of think of these theirs in my head to make sure I'm using the correct there. So over there, THERE, the R is an arrow. THEIR, think of the I as a person because it talks about their things. And then they are is that there. That there. THE apostrophe RE is the same thing as they are. Okay, they are doing something. So they're doing something. Back to this. Okay, so here's some examples. The students read their library book. So THEIR. Okay, next one. He placed the book over there by the blue lamp. Which there are we going to put in that blank? Yeah, the THERE. There. And the boys told me they're running late. Yeah, THEY apostrophe RE. They are running late. Okay, there are many fun things to do at the beach. There, okay, maybe. This one's a tricky one. There, yeah. I think that one could be used as either one, honestly. Okay. The fans are excited. They're cheering and clapping for the players. Okay. Okay, remember the one with the EIR, that one is talking about it, they own something, their car. Yeah, it's the apostrophe RE because it says they are cheering. Yeah. All right, the couple and their children are going on a camping trip. Okay. Yeah. THEIR because it is their children. THEIR talking about their own children. All right. Some other frequently confused words are two, and two. Okay, so to, a preposition that shows movement. It means toward. So if you're going to use to, it's going toward something. It's moving. Too means as well or also. It can show excess. It was too heavy. Too means too much. So we carried it to. Okay, so if it's talking about more people doing something, two or more people doing something, you would use too. Okay, like they're agreeing with something. And then TWO is the number two. Right? Which one will it be? The chair is too heavy. I need help moving it. TOO, yeah, it's too much. TOO. We rescued 2 cats from the shelter. TWO, yeah, the number 2. Good. My little brother whined, I want to play too. What's the first blank? TO, I want to play TO. And what's the second one? TO, yeah. TOO, yeah. I want to play too. Good. Our friend is going to the aquarium for a field trip. TO, they're going somewhere. TO. We went to the candy store and bought 2 pounds of chocolate. What's the first blank? TO, because it's going somewhere, and bought 2 pounds of chocolate. TWO, good, the number 2. And it's too cold to play outside today. TOO, it's too much. TOO. Good. A. Your and your. A. Your is a possessive adjective that expresses ownership. So it talks about somebody owning something. Bring your camera on the field trip. Okay, YOU apostrophe RE, that's a contraction again. Okay, so the apostrophe RE is short for you are. You're a talented artist. So that's the same thing as saying you are a talented artist. All right, which one? Did he read your poem to the class? Okay. It's YOUR. If it was YOU apostrophe RE, it would say, did he read your poem to the class? Does that make sense? No. No, so it's YOUR. I think you're ready for the math test. Apostrophe RE, good, because it would say, I think you are ready for the math test. Good. Your mom said that you're sick. What's the first blank? YOUR, your mom said that you're sick. Which one? Apostrophe R-E, yeah, because it says that you are sick. Oh, this thing's going crazy. Okay, same thing for its and its. Okay, so when you see apostrophes, you need to think about, okay, that's a contraction because it's short for, well, its is short for it and is. Okay, so its, ITS, the possessive form of it belongs to it. The plant is growing in its pot. So it's talking about the plant's specific pot. The pot belongs to the plants. The contraction its is the word it and is. It's growing. IT apostrophe S. It is growing. I'm gonna skip these. Move on. Not gonna do this one. I'm gonna do this one. All right. So for writing this week, you are finishing your superpower writing. This week is the last week of superpower writing. Your final draft is going to be turned in this week. Okay, here are a few reminders that are posted in your Google Classroom. The whole point of us writing out each paragraph each week and planning it is for you to go back and use what you've written for your final draft. So if you are not going back to last week's stuff and you're not using the paragraphs from last week and you're making up an entirely new thing, then you are missing the point, okay? So last week you were supposed to write your beginning, middle, and end, right? Paragraphs? Yes? Okay. So now you're going to include your introduction, your beginning, your middle, and end, okay? Those are you're going to include all of those right here in your draft. Okay. It says, go back to Google Classroom, superpower writing. The paragraphs you wrote last week are all going to go to form one draft. Okay. I'll put in here, don't forget your introduction, beginning, middle, and end. All those are going to be put together in your final draft. Your final draft should also have no errors. So you need to, when you're done typing your final draft, you should check for spelling, punctuation, any errors, and fix them, because that'll go against you if you don't fix your errors. Okay. This is where you're going to write your draft. Type your draft here. Remember, when you start a new paragraph, you will need to hit enter on your keyboard, then tab on your keyboard. Okay, so say I was writing, this is my first paragraph. I am ready to be done with my superpower writing because we have been working on it for a long time. Okay, so if that was my first paragraph and I'm ready to move on to my next paragraph, I'm going to click enter on my keyboard. So I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm going to hit tab because it starts right there. Okay, this is my second paragraph. And I didn't put a tab, but also put a tab on your first paragraph. Everybody does that make sense? Everybody follow me on that? Okay, so when you're ready to type, you're just gonna go and you'll erase all of this, you'll highlight all of it and backspace all of it, and that's where you'll type your final draft. Okay. Okay. Somebody's yawning, they're making me yawn. Okay. Let's go to your question. Yes. Oh, well, I have your attendance pulled up right here. Which hairstyle would you rather have? We can do that one for a different time. That's a good question. Let me undo the chat. Let me make sure you can type. Okay, type in your answer. Also, be checking your emails later on today for your missing work from last week. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Type in your answer and then you can leave. Can't even see on B. Bye.